Hi, welcome to Module 3 of the networking textbook. This module has a lot of material in it, and sometimes it's hard for students to grasp how to do a subnet, how to design networks to minimize the interference from other networks, how the different pieces of equipment work, how to pretty much basically how to design this a network. And so we're going to take 2 weeks in this module. So this first week, and I'm not telling you not to do any homework that first week, but I will have one forum that I'll be using for attendance. So make sure you at least fill that out on the week of January 27th. So what we're going to cover this week is how does your system work? We talked about what MAC addresses are, but what are they used for? And then how to configure IP addresses on a particular computer, whether it's your phone, whether it's your laptop. And then how do I make sure that I'm not causing problems with a network and causing too much network traffic. So we'll talk about subnets. So basically what a subnet is just as the name says, it's a smaller network. Of course, that smaller network helps protect data that's being transferred in that network so that the rest of the larger network does not see that data. So we'll look at how to design one of those, how the system identifies it's got an IP address, but now how does it know which application I am talking to? And that's looked at by your application layer that allows you to say, okay, I need to associate with an IP address a port or a identifier for an application that is running. So this chapter has a lot of stuff in how the internals of your network runs. So I've posted couple of videos, several links as far as the different types of internet protocol addressing scheme. There's two out there, IPv4 and IPv6. So needing to understand what those are. And when we talked about how to break down that network into smaller networks, there's a skill to it. There's things that if you were going to go on to be a network administrator, you'd really want to know, how do I protect my network? How do I break it down? So a couple of links on how to subnet, how to practice that. Because if you're going to take the A+ or the CCNA, you need to be able to look at an IP address or two devices with IP addresses and say, are they in or out of the same network? And be able to do that very quickly. So there's a link on just practicing those if you want. A little bit of podcasts on how to do this. The reading, posted a couple video on basically how does your virtual machine work. But as far as assignments are concerned, a couple of simulation labs, a couple of virtual machine labs. This is the first of the forums, so hopefully I've got the date set up correctly in it. So you'll see this on the 27th and due on I think the 3rd of February. Wow, month of January already gone. But the first one for attendance purposes, what do you like about the class? What do you want me to change? Not saying I will agree to all the changes, but at least I want to know what's working and what's not working, so that if we've got time in this class to change that if I need to do so. And then the second forum is basically a little bit about IPv6 and IPv4. So a little bit of that. And then I posted a hands-on project. And this one should help you, at least via the content of the material, to look at how does you set up a network and create an addressing scheme. So you want to pay attention to figure 315. You want to pay attention to network address translation table. That way you'll be able to see examples of that. And of course, then you have the exam. Now, all the assignments other than the one forum are due on February 10th. Just the one forum, the first forum on what's working and what's not working in the class is due February 3rd. So hopefully this gives you a brief understanding of what's going on with the material, and we'll go from there. If you have any questions, send me an email. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.